Hello and welcome back to the Brick Sub. So as you probably could tell from my recent YouTube community posts, I've got something big in the works, and I just wanted to provide a bit of an update on it, and just an idea that this won't be like 100% finished now until a little bit of time in the future. Hopefully not as long as my previous Godzilla project, but we're looking like maybe a month or so, just to be safe. So anyway, I won't beat it around the bush too much. Here is Godzilla Earth from the Godzilla anime Netflix show, whatever it was. It's technically not an anime, but whatever, you know what I mean. So yeah. I've actually built this at mini scale, which is going to be the surprising thing. If you can see it here on Studio, you can see it's all stood up. It's quite big because these are my mini Godzilla mocks. You can see regular Godzilla here, Mothra, Ghidorah and all that. But this is actually the scale of what Godzilla Earth is. Like, this guy is massive. It's huge. And it's kind of ironic that after building just a regular, a large Godzilla in my, normal style, it actually scales really well with these mini ones. Not that this was my plan overall, but it kind of worked out quite nicely. So yeah, this guy's enormous. I might maybe do like a mini version of Godzilla Earth, but I think I like this guy as he is. You can see with the colours, I went for a more earthy sort of look for it, which is pun intended, because really the actual thing is this kind of a dark greyish green colour, which obviously is impossible in Lego, but it's the spines, the dorsal plates are kind of more of a greyish colour, so I needed to go for this natural sort of look. So this was the best compromise I could find, really. Obviously there's going to be like a few other ways around it, but I think this is probably the best look, I think, for Godzilla Earth. It looks quite natural. It's kind of this weird combination between like a tree and like rock and sort of stuff like that. So that's kind of what I've tried to capture here. Obviously the tail is very long. I've completely rethought how the tail works from my previous big Godzilla version. And just as a slight spoiler, my current Godzilla mock will be based off this as the base now, from here on out, just because I tried it and it worked out really well. In regards to colours, these colours are all really accessible. That was mainly the reason why I chose these ones, just to make it a bit cheaper and a bit easier for everybody, because these colours all exist. Unfortunately, the light grey, this piece only really comes in black and light grey, so that is a bit of a caveat they have to do. And obviously, as you all know, his little beard thing, he's got like the little jagged part on the bottom of his chin. I had to get that in. That was like a huge part of his character, and it gives him a lot of it gives him that face. It gives him like that sort of like slightly intimidating but slightly wise look, which he has in that show, and I think it looks really good in that. I think other than that, there isn't really too much else to show, other than that I can't release instructions for this right now, just because I have my own standards and I want to make sure that this thing can be built. So it can be built on here, but I don't know what it's going to be like if it's built physically. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and see if I can get hold of the parts for it, build it myself. If it works, I'm going to make some instructions for it. I think these instructions will be completely free. I was considering maybe putting them as a commission, but I think I want to get back to you guys, and given how long this sort of thing is taking, I'm going to make these free. When it comes to the regular Godzilla mock, I'll have to see where that goes from there, because that might take a bit more effort, but I should be able to keep an update on them. I'm also still working on the Mecha Godzilla, which you saw a while back, so don't worry, that's not been put aside on the back burner right now. So yeah, this is just a bit of an update video, and give you an idea of where I'm at with this guy, and just keep an eye out for the release video where I'm going to do the instructions on it and everything like that. Okay, so just one final thing. Thank you so much for watching. These videos always tend to go down pretty well, but I'm really glad that there's so much interest for these Godzilla mocks I've been making. I think all I've got really to say now is just please leave a like, any comments are all appreciated. Feel free to request things that you want below as well. Like, I can't really get around to all the requests, but there's always some good ideas which I like to put down. And other than that, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.